So I'm Casey with Casey's Paint Shop, and we are here today with our good friends from Rupes. We got Todd with us today. So we're gonna just jump right into this because Todd couldn't wait to open this box for the 3-inch DA.
I love 3-inch DAs.
That looks more like 6 inches to me.
Well, that's because you have a bad frame of reference. It's time we get honest with you, Casey.
That's definitely 6 inches.
That's definitely not.
All right. So I don't know that we have any Rupes DAs. So we've got a couple. We have a 369. So I don't think we have any of these 6-inch DAs.
It's not 6 inches,
for us.
man.
We've got a couple different 6-inch DAs, and then we have the 6 Plus, which is a little bigger. So this is 6-inch, and then they have the 6 Plus. But yeah, so tell me why or what is so special about this tool versus all the other ones?
That's a great question. And with this 6 minus inch, 3-inch DA, one of the things we talked about earlier and some of the other tool unboxing is that when you go to a larger orbit, you lose control of the edge work. So if you have a large pad, it's not an edge work tool, so we have a big orbit to begin with. This, with its 3-inch backing plate, I promise you, we've measured it with a tape measure, we've balanced it. We're engineers. But with the 3-inch backing plate, what we see is a 3mm orbit. So you have a smaller backing plate to do edge work with a smaller orbit. So now it's designed or tuned for edge work. So when would we use a sander like this, if we're sanding clear coat? Two main targets. One, if we're sanding out dust nibs. So we take out the dust nib with sandpaper or a ceramic block or something and remove the nib. We could hit it with 3000 grit and then go to polishing and keep the sand marks small. Or if we're sanding paint to remove orange peel, maybe flatten it, we would use this for tighter curves and smaller areas. So this takes all the advantages of our larger 6-inch sander, our 6-inch plus sander, and takes it to a normal 3-inch size.
All right, so we've got 2 other pneumatic sanders here, correct? Okay, so tell me about these. Because these I just saw in your catalog, and I was like, that looks cool.
They are
So you
cool.
said, let's send you a couple and you can try them out.
For
so
sure.
I don't even know exactly what I would use this for yet, other than that I like the size of it.
Yeah, so this is the LD30. It comes with a 1-inch backing plate. So it's really for spot sanding. Now, what makes this tool unique is it's not random orbital. Random orbital means there's 2 movements, orbit and spin. This just orbits. It's just Mr. Miyagi. So this tool is specifically designed for denibbing. You have a small dirt nib, put sandpaper on it, file that nib down, and then we change to a different tool. So it's a very specific tool with a very, very, very defined usage.
So I shouldn't sand door jambs with that then?
You could.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Let's give it
but the good news is you're a great painter, and if you mess something up, YOLO.
All right.
The other option, or the other version, is called the TA50. So the TA50 compared to the LD30 is dual action, random orbital. It's got a slightly larger orbit. And okay, technically it uses a 2-inch sanding disc, which is a little more unique. We don't recommend, but we have many customers who put a polishing pad on this and use this thing to rip around like door jambs and small areas.
As I was saying, because like under mirrors.
It's a small orbit, so it's really good in edge work. And it has a ton of RPM. This thing is a screamer. So Rupes officially recommends this for denibbing and sanding. What you do with it is your business, of course. But these are 2 very, very good pneumatic tools that produce a huge amount of torque for a very light weight in 1-inch or 2-inch versions.
Is this your flow control?
Yep. So the idea there is you would put that behind.
Put this on the back of it, put your chuck on the back side of it.
Exactly, and that allows you to open it up and reduce airflow so you're not overspeeding the tool.
Okay, so it doesn't have anything on the handle. You have to manually come back.
Yeah, it is variable trigger.
Okay.
But that allows you to control wide open speed.
Gotcha. Right on. Very cool. Okay, cool. So we'll experiment with these 2 and see how much we can destroy with that.
I think you're going to do a great job destroying with those.
Okay, perfect.